Okay, this is your girl Karina Dean, and I am doing this again, take two, part two, because I think I had a lot of energy coming in, and the internet was like going crazy. So this is good. This is good stuff. So we're gonna do this again. There's a lot of activity happening on the cerebral plane right now. No matter what it is that you feel or are thinking, and I say this with the utmost empathy and compassion because I feel and sense all of what is happening, and what people are concluding and coming to about what it is that we're experiencing when it comes to the shootings that have been covered all over the internet. So regardless of whether you are wherever you stand, one thing that we can unite on, one platform that we can unite on, is that this is a mass ritual. And it is really time now for us to take back the knowledge. So I'm injecting to you the fire, the light, and the knowledge of what is occurring right now. This is a part of our culture. This is a part of who and where we have come from. And these rituals are here to create either unity, or they're going to mainly create polarization unless we really take back the dark magic, take back the dark matter. So this is not a time where we can, this is not playtime, guys. This is real. This is real stuff. So let's start with the fact that it is July the 7th, 2016. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you and decode to you the energies that are happening right now. And then I am going to provide for you a ritual that you can partake in order to conjure up and take back the truth, take back the knowledge. I even have a little witch's broom to help, and a ganja plant in the background. This is all of us. This is for all of us here. Today is July the 7th. Today, July the 7th, 2016. Okay, so we are in Cancer season, and this is about the secrets of the mother. Number 7 is a protective number that deals with the plane of logic and spirit. The number 7. Okay, so July 7 makes this a double 7, a master 7 day. Okay, and this is all a part of the Gregorian calendar, but it is still a part of us because we have been partaking in the ritual of the Gregorian calendar for quite some time. So the Master 7/7 is related. First of all, let's think about the number 7. It is a private number. It's about the protection of secrets. The number 7 is also related to the spiritual realm versus the reality realm, the logic realm. Number 7 is ruled and governed by the planet Jupiter, which is the planet of cerebral expansion, blessings, and major gains, but also major losses. The number 7 is also a Moorish symbol, right? When we put the 7/7 double sevens, right? When we put the double sevens together, this is about holding your square. It's about land. It's about holding your own place. Okay, so oh my gosh, when we have double energies. So a master number, like 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77. When you have a master number, you're having an elevated, potent energy, and it's about actually attaining mastery. Though, however, if you you know, if you're struggling with attaining this mastery, then you actually can fall to the lower dimensions of the number. Okay, so we're going to talk about that because today is saturated in coding. Okay, so the Master 7-7 is about cosmic consciousness, the perfect union of logic and metaphysical truths. The perfect union of logic and metaphysical truths. Okay? It results in complete balance in the brain and in consciousness. In fact, some would call this the divine consciousness. Pure and clean thought, pure and clean manifestations of these thoughts. This is the brain of all things operating in perfect harmony. So today, July the 7th, is challenging you to come into your divine consciousness. There's a lot of chaos in the world, but you still have the choice to find unity, to find harmony. And it all begins with your thoughts. Your thoughts are what create your entire reality and your paradigm. Okay, now let's talk about 2016. So it's July the 7th, but we are in year 2016. Right? We're not in the 1900s anymore. So the energies of the 1900s are different than the energies of the 2000s. 1900 had a lot of fire because 1 is ruled by the sun and 9 is ruled by Mars. A lot of fire at the forefront. But we are in a completely opposing energy field than the 1900s. We are in the 2000s, which is ruled by the moon. So this is all about going back to the secrets of the mother again. We are in Cancer season. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's ruled by the mother. And we are getting acquainted with how the ever-changing emotions flow. Just like how the moon changes the zodiac every 2.5 days. We are experiencing the flow of emotions. 16 actually has a lot to do with what we're experiencing right now, because 16 needs a strong foundation. The energy of 2016 needs a strong foundation, and unfortunately 16 can easily fall short. The energy of 16 can produce a early fatality. 16 is vibrating to the Shattered Citadel. If anyone has a tarot deck, the Shattered Citadel is pictured by the ancient Chaldeans as a tower struck by lightning, which a man is falling with a crown on his head, and it warns of a strange fatality, also dangers of accidents and the defeat of one's plans. If the name or anything that is equal to a number 16, it would be wise to change the spelling of the name, because in Chaldean, in number magic and letter magic, grammar magic, all of the numbers and letters vibrate to certain energies. So there are some places in Brooklyn that actually vibrate to the number 16. If you would like to know what these places are, go ahead and message me. I'll let you know. But that is a secret. I'm going to protect that secret. So 16 warns of a weak foundation. And if this foundation is weakened, then the tower can be struck down. Now, this is not something to fear. In fact, most of our society has taught us to fear our own magic. But it is all coming from our ancestors. It's all coming from the culture that we as melanated people have been stripped of. And this is why we fear it. So with that being said, I want to help strengthen our foundations to the rituals that we're experiencing. I want to help you understand that the entire reality that you have been born in is a spell. And the fatality, the strange fatality, the shattered foundation does not have to be your own. It can be your adversary. So whomever it is that you feel is holding you and oppressing you, you can empower yourself by having the knowledge and the light, and therefore taking down the foundations of the adversary. However, I would also like to remind you that whomever it is that you deem as evil your demons, whoever is your demon or whoever is your enemy, first you must look inside and make sure that that evil, the evil that you are projecting out, that you are not, that you are seeing, that you are not projecting out. Because evil is live backwards. So literally we can be living out the evil that we are judging. So before we even start to get into dark magic, we really need to purify our thoughts, right? The 7/7 master number day is about purifying your thoughts. Purifying your thoughts to higher levels of consciousness. That means understanding that we all do have different perspectives, but we can unite on a forefront. So, and it's also about purifying what it is that you judge as evil. Because there may be that evil that you are living in, as evil is live backwards. So I want to help bring you some light into the spells that we have been partaking in for most of our lives. It's time now to shatter the foundations of the spell that has been on top of us so that we can, as wise people, take back our power, take back the gifts that our ancestors have given to us. So let's start first with etymology, and etymology of magic. Magic is art influencing events and producing marvels using hidden natural forces, right? And its origins are Greek, magic, also Irish, like the druid, the druid, which are the priests or the priestesses, right? And also in Persian, the Persian etymology is magush. So magic means to have power. There's nothing to fear. Magic is to have power. Also the magi, right? M-A-G-I, are the skilled magicians. The ones who have, the magi are the skilled magicians, the ones who apply the power, the ones who practice the power every day. So the magi are actually, in etymology, connected to the astrologers. And why are the astrologers connected to the magi in etymology? Because the astrologers are the ones who follow the weather of the planets, the movement of the planets, which move every single day. So when you apply the skill of power, of the hidden power, of the occult knowledge, and you're studying it on a daily basis, you become a magi because you are applying your magic. You are practicing your magic. So, of course, it's not just limited to astrologers, but in etymology, it's directly connected to astrologers because astrologers follow the planets every single day. They analyze the mathematics of how the planets are relating to each other, and they practice interpreting that. Just like how a meteorologist interprets the weather, astrologers interpret the weather, the energetic weather. So they are the daily occult practitioners. But then we also have many other divine practitioners who practice every day as well. Okay. Also, magic is tied to the mojo. The mojo, which is a Creole term. Also, some might also know the gullah. All of these terms are our terms. So you can't be scared of magic anymore, my friends, because it is our culture. Let's get into the wand, like Hollywood. The spell of Hollywood. They're casting spells on you. Hollywood is filled with wizards and witches, and it's time now that we silence. It's time now that we silence the spells and create our own spells. Everything is a spell because it's about the thoughts that they interject with your mind. They put it into your mindset, and so you are now partaking in the rituals that Hollywood presents. So the wand is the wood, which is the rod, which is the bending flexible stick, right? Which is the phallus, which is the penis, the wand. It's all connected to sexuality and sex, because sex is creation. So the wand is the masculine part of creation, right? Also to turn. The wand is to turn, and it actually is considered to be like to turn the wind. The mandala, those are also, this is also magic, as it's the circle, the disc, the circle, right? So in a recent video, I talked about how we see life linear in the Western society. It's a spell, because linear is not how life works. Life and death actually work in cycles. They work in a circle, like the mandala. Okay, and now let's get into black. Black is actually derived from Germanic, from German, and it's to describe something that's burnt, or fire, or the dark, the gleam, the flash, because black fire is what we are, is our melanin. We are, the melanin is connected to the sun. Okay, now I'm gonna get into some fun terms. Enchantment. Enchantment is a magical spell, the use of magic. And when you look at enchantment, I know it's backwards, but when you look at enchantment, or when you write enchantment, you see chant in there. Chant is Latin, and it comes from incantare, which is the song or the chorus, or rapping, hip hop, singing, singers, the rappers and the singers, the chorus, the harmonies. Cantare, to sing. The enchantment is in the singing, in the constant chant of the words to the melodies. And these cast spells as well. This is not, this is real. This is real. This is the etymology. This is where it all has begun. These are the origins. So the enchantment is the singers, right? So when you think about utilizing your spells, utilizing your gifts, you don't have to have a pot and throw in a bunch of ingredients. I mean, you can do that too. We're going to talk about that. But to all of my melody makers out there, to all of my rappers out there who get a bad rap, right? This is about learning your skills and abilities, understanding sound vibration and how sounds cast spells. And every time you chant, you are casting spells. You're creating thoughts. You're casting spells. Gramarye. Gramarye is also a part of witchcraft, and gramarye is an origin from the early 14th century. Gramarye, which is connected to grammar. No, seriously, our English language is a spell. Okay, so grammar is also derived from learning, magic, enchantment of learning. It also is has French origins from grimare, which means gibberish. Interesting. Gibberish. Grammar is connected to gibberish. And gramarye is connected to the book of spells, the book of conjuring magic. So the grammar book, how it is that we learn grammar, right? One of the things that I discovered last year, and I was saying a lot last year when I discovered how perfected English is due to the spelling, the spells in our grammar, is that we spend so much time looking to perfect the English language, right? This is where the periods are, this is where the apostrophe, no, this is how you spell this right. But we don't see how the English language was perfected to keep us under a spell. Grammar. And grammar is actually also connected to glamour. You know, like when you watch the vampire movies and they can glamour you? Grammar is glamour, which is a power of enchantment. So you can glamour people through your chants, right? You can change people and how they view you. They can let you in, right? Because a vampire can't be let in unless you let them. So they glamour you so that you'll let them in, right? So enchants are a glamour. Grammar, powers of persuasion through the word, allows for people to feel comfortable with letting you in, letting you into their thoughts. I'm running out of battery space, so I'm gonna speed this up. Stereoopticon, excuse me. Stereoopticon, not a very popular term, but this is also a term of witchcraft. It's double magic lantern, stereoopticon. It's about the eyes, the sight, the light. Okay, stereoopticon, dissolving views or impressions of third dimension pictured objects. I'm going to say this again. Dissolving views or impressions of third dimension pictured objects. I want you to look at Snapchat and all of those doggy faces and crowns that they be using, because that is the light with the optic, the eye, and how it can transform, right, the graphics in the third dimension form, right, and change the optics, change how it is that you see it. Stereoopticon. These are all spells. Magic is happening all around you. Thoth is another one. Thoth, an ancient Egyptian god of wisdom and magic, also derived from Tehuti. Thoth. This might get some people upset. Theurgy, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Theurgy, T-H-E-U, can you see it? Hold on. Theurgy, Theurgy. Theurgy is white magic, derived from Theo, which is God, and also connected to theology, which is the study of religion. Theurgy, white magic. A wizard and a witch are wise people. It is, etymology is from early 15th century. It's for philosophers, and it's about being wise. So whenever you hear wizard or witch, it's referring to knowledge, people who have knowledge, people who take the knowledge and apply it and create philosophies. Okay? A hex is often seen as something that is scary. In our, specifically in our Caribbean cultures, I think, a hex is really just to practice witchcraft. And a hex, H-E-X-E, hex, is a witch or a wizard, somebody who has wisdom. Necromancy. Necromancy is a 13th century derived, a divination by communicating with the dead. Necromancy. Conjure, to command an oath, also connected to enchantments, which is also connected to the singers, to the rappers, to people who speak the spells. Enchantment, conjure, to command, to make an oath, to invoke. From Latin, it actually means to swear. So there are a ton of magic terms that are being used on us every day, and as I said in the beginning, the biggest thing that I want everyone to understand is that our magic is being used against us. Our dark magic, right, the darkness, this is from melanated cultures, and right now they use it to influence your mind. So we need to take back the fear that we have of these rituals, of this magic, and use it for our own selves. So here is a here's a ritual that I'm going to provide for you after you have cleared your thoughts, right? Today is Master 7/7, July the 7th, about cosmic consciousness connecting to the metaphysical through your purified thoughts, which actually has to do with the responsibility of seeing where is that the devil that you judge is the reflection that is within you. So purified thoughts are the first step to the ritual. The second step to the ritual is to go by water, because we are in Cancer season. Go near a body of water, whatever it is. If you're not by a lake or ocean, then put water in glass, right? A bowl of water in glass. And I want you to, I encourage you, excuse me, to you would like to see happen, right? In order to have a unified cosmic consciousness with those that may be even opposing you, right? We're taking back our dark magic. So water, be by a body of water, river, ocean, lake, or get a bowl of water and write down your purified thoughts. Use words like I would like to see, I desire to see. Okay? Then I'm going to encourage you to speak your words after you have purified, after you have perfected your spelling, your spells. I'm going to encourage you to speak out into the water, into the body of water, because the water is going to pick up your sound vibrations. Okay, just like when you drop a pedal into the water and it goes out, right? The water is actually responding to your sound vibrations. It is absorbing them. Okay, so after you write your spells and you perfect the purity in your thoughts and you unite yourself with divine desire to comprehend, to feel compassion, and to change your reality, then speak into the water. And you can chant as well. To my singers out there, I encourage you to write and to sing into the water. And to my hip hop, to my rappers out there, also, I mean, you're writing spells every day. You're also part of the Magi, to my singers and rappers. So go ahead and use your most purified spells, your most purified bars, versus to the singers, the Cancer season is vibrating at D sharp. So if you have a piano or anything like that, use the key and find D sharp, and you can chant on D sharp. And this is going to conjure up the love of the mother. You see, they make you fearful, they, quote unquote, they make you fearful of Isis, but Isis is the divine mother. Isis is the divine mother. So one of the things that we really need to do is take back all of this confusion and come back to the divine mother, right? So use your spells, use your chants. As I've told you, if you're a singer, sing into the water. You can use D sharp in order to get you right in sync with Cancer season. And you can also just speak into the water, because your sound vibration is going to be absorbed by the your writing, your thoughts, and how it is that you manifest sound is your magic. So go out there and practice your magic every day. If you want to get in touch with divination practices, with people who practice every day and really serve, I have a plethora of people that I can put you in contact with to get readings, to understand your metaphysical journey. But right now, you can empower yourself. Meditate, enchant, purify your thoughts, and utilize the water to cleanse your thoughts and to vibrate and respond to you. You are more powerful than you realize. Much love and blessings to you. This is your girl, Karina Dean, and I will catch you next time. Vibrate to the Master 7-7, Cosmic Consciousness. Peace.